a lot of activity around the Lodge Hall this week. Samuel Higgins, one of the older brothers, remembered the Lodge Hall in his will to the tune of $1,200. And the old Kingfish lost no time in using the money for improvements around the place.
Since we got extra money, we're going to run the lodge efficient. After all, every lodge got to have a secretary.
Oh, that's different than a male secretary, huh? What's his name?
Daphne Jackson.
Oh, then it's a female.
All right. Now that you mentioned it, I guess that's what she is. Yes, I would say she's a female.
George Stevens, you're going to fire her. I ain't having you working in no office with no woman. You, with a secretary. And here I have to rent out our spare bedroom every chance I can to get house money.
Now, wait a minute, honey. The lodge brother done hired her for me. And anyway, you know I wouldn't look at another woman. Don't forget, honey, I've been married to you for 22 years, and you done soured me on the whole female thing.
George Stevens, I ain't having you working in no office with no female.
Now, wait. You got the whole thing wrong about this. This gal ain't gonna be nowhere. She's middle-aged, she's settled, she's efficient.
Well, George, if that's the case, I suppose it's all right.
Well, not even one of the lodge brothers would look at her, let alone me. I tell you, honey, she's plain as an old shoe. Plain as an old shoe. Well, I guess I'll go get washed up for supper, honey.
He did? No. Really? Oh. I'll call you later. May I help you? Is your name by any chance Daphne Jackson? That's right. May I do something for you? You certainly may. I'd like to see Mr. Stevens at once. I think George is busy. George? That's right. That's Mr. Stevens' first name. See here, young lady, my name happens to be Mrs. Stevens. Do you understand?
Oh, yes. I'm terribly sorry. Mr. Stevens, your mother's down here to see you.
Young lady, I'll have you know I'm Mr. Stevens' wife, and don't you ever forget it. Wake up, you loafer. You hear me? Wake up.
Take a letter, sweetheart.
I said wake up.
Sapphire.
I just gotta look at that old shoe of yours.
Old shoe? Now, wait a minute, honey. I told you I had to have a secretary. Business reasons, you know.
Did you have to get one with a plunging neckline?
Now, wait a minute, honey. I tell you again, it's all business. I'm doing it for the lodge members. Strictly business. Yeah, strictly business.
Well, all right, George. But I'm telling you something, and I mean this. Don't ever let me catch you getting mixed up with this secretary nor no other woman. Do you understand?
Honey, I'll give you my word of honor. I'll never let you catch me.
Very well.
Hello. None of that, Andy. This is strictly business. Now, there's a honey baby doll if I ever seen one. Andy. You really going all out here on Brother Higgins' money, ain't you, Kingfish? Yeah, Andy, I even gonna hire a scrub woman to help lightly with the cleaning. I write in the employment agency this morning. You know, Kingfish, I was just thinking, of course, the scrub woman is all right, but is you going to have enough work to keep the secretary busy? Because if you ain't, I was thinking that... Now, listen, Andy, I told you this was strictly business. And in a spare time, she's going to be a public stenographer. I'm doing it as a big favor for her. Oh, yeah.
Excuse me. Is you the public stenographer?
That's right.
I wonder if you could write up a letter for me. It's a little personal.
Very well.
Miss Henrietta Smith, RFD Box 42, Madison, Georgia. My dear Miss Smith, I saw your picture in the Happy Hearts matrimonial catalog, and I decided that you was the gal for me. I love you. Sell your farm and come to New York at once. I knows you make a perfect wife, and I also feels,
Is you busy, Miss Jackson?
No, not now, but I had a customer about an hour ago.
Oh, that's fine. Take a letter, Miss Jackson. Eureka Employment Agency. Dear Mr. Eureka, colon. My secretary takes typewriter in hand to inform you that I is looking for a scrubbing woman. Period. Colon, white space, blue pad direct. I want a gal that is efficient, hardworking, neat, and unlazy. Period. Kindly send me one of the above at your earliest inconvenience. Period. Yours very truly, George Kingfish Stevens. Exclamation point. Type them up in triplets. I'll sign a copy later.
Yes,
Sorry, there's a rattlesnake loose someplace in here.
Daphne, is you out there?
No, I ain't.
Oh, Lightning, listen. The secretary left a letter on the desk there.
Bring it in here so I can sign it, will you?
Okay. Yes, sir. Mr. Kingfish.
Oh, Lightning, you got the letter there.
Yes, I got it right here.
Hand me a pen over there so I can sign it.
Over here,
Get the thing in the mail.
yes. Ain't you gonna read it, Mr. Kingfish?
No, get it in the mail. I ain't got time now. I got to mull over a big deal here.
Grandma! Grandma! I done got a man! Got a farm! I'm going to New York! I got a man! I got a man! I got a
Hi, Kingfish. Hi, Andy. Where's Daphne? Oh, she out to lunch, Andy. Oh, yeah. Hey, I thought you was going to get a cleaning woman in here. Well, I written the employment agency over a week ago. There must be a shortage of help or something. Oh, yeah. Lovely day, ain't it, Andy? Hey, what do you got on the program for today, son? Oh, I don't know. Kingfish, look out the window here. Do you see what I see? Holy mackerel, what is it? I think it's a woman, but I wouldn't want to bet on it. She's coming up the steps, Kingfish. Oh, I get it, Andy. That must be the scrub woman the employment agency sending over. Yeah, and I reckon she's got her mops and stuff in that suitcase. Yeah, let her in, Andy. Definitely ain't here. Right this way, miss.
My name is Henrietta Smith, and I'm looking for George Kingfish Stevens.
Well, I is George Kingfish Stevens.
You will?
I see you got my letter all right. I guess you got your clothes in that suitcase there, huh?
You bet your life I have.
Well, you certainly took your time about getting here.
Well, naturally. After all, I had to sell my farm, didn't I, Georgie?
Sell your farm? Well, do you think that was necessary? After all,
Listen, when I got your letter, I didn't want to waste no time. I wasn't going to let nothing stop me. After all, it's lots more exciting than raising chickens, ain't it?
Kingfish. Uh-oh. Excuse us, man. Isn't she a bundle of joy? Yeah. From the sound of that cackle, I think she's got eggs in that suitcase. Well, Mitch, I've reached a decision. I think you will do.
Oh, wonderful!
Wait a minute here. Now, wait a minute. Hold it. Wait a minute. Things ain't this tough.
I must say, you act awful strange for a man that's proposed marriage to me.
Marriage?
Why, sure. I got your letter right here. I'll just read it to you. There's right here in this letter. Dear Miss Smith, I see your picture in a matrimonial...
Excuse me, I got to have another conference here.
Now, don't worry, Miss Smith. I'll get on this case right away. And I'll guarantee you I'll have this man Stevens in the fold in no time.
Well, thank you.
She's still parked out there. Andy, what is I going to do? This woman's following me like a bloodhound. Why don't you tell her that you was already married? Why don't you tell her the letter was a mistake? Is you crazy? She'll have me thrown in jail for fraud, misrepresentation, arson, and everything else. He ain't here. Oh, Sapphire.
George Stevens, why ain't you home?
Well, honey, I was unavoided, but detained here. I'll get home soon as I can. Kingfish, you got to get out the back way. Holy mackerel. She got the back way covered, too. Now I know how Custer felt when the Indians was closing in on him. Oh, Andy, how was I going to get out of here? Say, you remember that New Year's Eve party we had last year? Yeah. Well, this ought to do it. Yeah. How do you do? I think she is. I guess we're going to give her the slip for the time being. Yeah, Andy, that woman's going to hang on like a bulldog. There's one thing for me to do, and That's holed up in my apartment until Henrietta gets discouraged and goes back to Georgia. Yeah, that's one place you're going to be safe, all right, in your apartment. But she ain't got no idea where you live. Yeah, let's go to the diner and get some supper, then we'll go on home. Yeah.
I'm so glad the traveler's aid sent you up here. I always list my spare bedroom with them, and I know you're going to be very comfortable here. You can stay as long as you want.
Well, I don't know just how long it'll be. You see, I'm looking for someone, and I'm sure hoping to run into him soon. Wasn't that nice of Miss Stevens?
Hello, kitty there. How are you there, son? Sorry you wake you up this time of night, Doctor, but I'd like to make an appointment for the first thing in the morning. Good morning, Sapphire, darling.
Good morning, George. There'll be 3 of us for breakfast this morning, George.
3?
Yes, the traveler's aide sent me a roomer last night. She's in the spare bedroom.
Oh, they're fine. We can always use extra money, you know.
She's from out of town. She'll be in a minute. I told her breakfast is ready. Her name is Henrietta Smith. I better tell her breakfast is on the table. Good morning, Miss Smith.
Good morning.
Breakfast is on the table. Miss Smith, I want you to meet my... Why, he must have ran out of here.
The Stevens I know is part of runner, too.
I tell you, Andy, this is the worst mess ever I done been in. That horrible woman renting our spare bedroom. And I tell you, Andy, where is you? Don't never do that again, stupid. My nerves are bad enough already. Where's the old goat now? Well, I told my lawyer, Calhoun, to call her up. She's over at his office. I told him to offer her fare back, anything to get rid of her. I told Calhoun to be firm with her. Yeah, that Calhoun's a lion, all right. I bet there's some action going on up in his office now.
Well, now, please, now, that's enough. Please don't hit me no more. I ain't been bothered. Wait a minute. Madam, will you kindly remove that gap from the back of my neck? I ain't no flounder. Listen, madam. Let's get back on a legal basis here. Point one, my client ain't never written you that letter in the first place. And point two, he ain't gonna marry her. So my good woman, my advice to you is to accept this car fare, which he so generously offers you, and get out of New York forever. Because let me warn you now, and let me warn you again. If you ever so much as bother my client again, I'm gonna... You're gonna what? I'm gonna be bad disappointed.
All right, that's better. If he ain't gonna marry me, all right, give me that car fare back to Georgia.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I'll get back to Georgia.
All right.
Guess I have to look for a husband someplace else.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something.
Yeah?
You is undoubtedly and absolutely the sneakingest little weasel and the poorest excuse for a man I've ever run into in my whole life. Goodbye. You wouldn't want to marry me, would you?
Hey, Amos.
Oh, hi there, Andy.
Did you get Henrietta on the train?
Yeah, I got on there about 15 minutes ago, Andy. I guess that's a load off Kingfishs' mind, all right.
Oh, yeah. He really saw about it, too.
Yeah?
He saw that secretary of his, Daphne, for mixing up the letters.
Oh.
He's going over to the lodge hall now to give her a piece of his mind.
Oh, he is, huh?
Told me he's going to say to her, now, see here, if you can't do the thing right, I'm going to... And furthermore, Miss Jackson, I won't tolerate no reoccurrence of this. I'll excuse it this time, but in the future, make sure you know what you are doing. Look before you leap.
Yes, sir. Look before you leap.
That's right. That's going to be the motto around here from now on, and don't you forget it.
Yes, sir. Oh, good morning, Mrs. Stevens. Mr. Stevens just went in his office.
Well, I'll see him in a minute. What I really come down for was to talk to you.
Me, Mrs. Stevens?
Yes, I want to apologize. I guess I did act a little jealous the other day, but I've been thinking it over, and I realized my husband would never think of looking at another woman. He knows by now what would happen if he did.
Oh, yes, I understand. I realize... Excuse me. Yes, Mr. Stevens?
Miss Jackson, I hope you ain't going to forget that advice I give you about looking before you leap. Remember that. Look before you leap.
Oh, no, sir. I won't forget it.
And another thing, don't ever say nothing to my wife about me proposing to that woman from down in Georgia. Now remember, don't say a word, because if you do, there's no telling what might happen to me. Listen, honey.
This is Amos speaking. You is looking at our old friend, the Kingfish, as he's getting ready for another quiet evening at home with his wife, Sapphire, and her mama.
Well, how do you do there?
That's his favorite smoking jacket he's putting on. And now he's lighting up his first cigar of the evening. There he goes, making the final preparation to make sure it'll definitely be a quiet evening.
Well, I guess you're going to be laying around here again tonight like a dead fish.
Yes, Mama, the fish dinner was lovely. Enjoyed it very much.
Oh, so you got that cotton in your ears again. Take it out. Sarah, where you been?
Oh, just down in the basement, Mama, to put away some old useless things in mothballs. Mama, look what I found while I was going through some of my old things. My old diary. The diary I was keeping when I met George. Oh, listen to this, Mama. You too, George. January 17th, 1927. Met fascinating man by the name of George Stevens. He called on me this very evening. We didn't go out because he said he just got back from Europe and hadn't had a chance to change his francs into dollars. January 18th, my dream man called on me for the second time. January 19th. Gee, George, 3 nights in a row. January 19th, another date with George, and he finally took me out of the house.
Well, it was about time.
He finally took me out of the house, but after my brother fixed the gas leak, he took me back in again. George, you know, now that I think about it, that's the way it's been for all our married life. Never going out, never doing nothing. Ain't I right, Mama?
Right, daughter. If it wasn't for him getting us evicted every once in a while, we wouldn't get to go no place.
I'm not going to stand for it, George. You'll never take me no place.
Now, wait a minute here. Never take you no place. I don't know what you're talking about. We went down to the Battery to see Lindbergh when he come in, didn't we? Look like you want to be on the go all the time.
Listen, George Stevens, tonight is as good a night as any to start. To go dancing or something. I'm sick and tired of doing nothing.
Now, wait a minute, honey. Tonight ain't no night to go dancing. There are 3 good programs on television. We don't want to miss them. Empty. Must belong to a married man. Yeah. I wonder what I can do with these. These ought to be worth something. Andy, you buy these tickets from me, I'll have enough money to take my wife dancing. That's what she been hollering about. Well, I don't know, Kingfish. What is these tickets for again?
Oh, Andy, they're for the ballet. You know that stuff where they all comes out there in their long underwear and start jumping all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's something like the opera with the yelling and the screeching taken out of it.
Well, I tell you, Kingfish, I don't think this is for me, because I don't like no kind of dancing that ain't got a runway.
Yeah, I seen a picture of that ballet, and they had a dying swan in it.
Oh, shooting stuff, huh?
Oh, no, Andy. I'll tell you, it was a great thrill. Now, the ballet started off with this swan ballyhooing all over the stage. They're ballyhooing all around the place. And all at once, she gave a kick. And that's to give the thing a bounce. And then while she's having a great time up there, all of a sudden, she doubles up. Must have been a liver attack or something. And then while she's a grunting and a groaning and a hissing and a kicking, she falls down to the floor and conks out. Oh, Andy, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Maybe I could take my gal Susie to this ballet, and we could sop up some of this culture together while she's up in the balcony. How much you want for these tickets, Kingfish?
Well, they're $2.50 a piece. That's $5.
$5? Holy smoke, I thought you wanted something like a quarter apiece for them. No, Kingfish, get it.
But, Andy...
Say, why don't you give these 2 tickets to Sapphire and her mama? After all, they've been yelling about not going out. Let them go to the ballet.
See, Andy, that's an idea. If they want to go out, here's the answer right here. And a thing like this will not only keep them out of the house, but it'll give my ears a rest for the evening. Hello, Sapphire? Well, look, honey, I got to thinking about what we was discussing last night, and I done so.
The ballet? Why, George, I can hardly believe my ears. I always wanted to see it. Is it for tonight?
Yeah, honey. And they're good seats, too. Row 22 and seats 6 and 8. Fine seats. Yeah, honey, and I got another little surprise for you, too. Here, I done bought you a genuine pigskin wallet. You can carry it in your purse.
Oh, George. George, you sound like a changed man.
Yeah, and I know you and your mama gonna have the time of your life. All right, dear. Goodbye. This really gonna be something. Them 2 old hens watching a dying swan kick the bucket.
32nd Precinct, Sergeant Downey speaking.
Sergeant, my name is J.P. Thorndike. I was walking along 7th Avenue this morning when my pocket was picked. It was a pigskin wallet with $245 in it.
Now, have you any clues, any description, or anything like that?
Well, the only thing that might help you, Sergeant, is it was a new wallet containing 2 tickets for the International Ballet for tonight. I even remember their position. It was row 22, seats 6 and 8.
Well, I tell you what we'll do. We'll have a couple of our men at the ballet. And if those seats are occupied, we'll have the pickpocket in jail in no time at all.
Miss, would you please show me to row 22, seats 6 and 8?
Sapphire? That man is staring at me. I wouldn't pay no attention to him, Mama. Mama, ain't you ashamed of yourself?
There they are.
You come out here, please.
This is so embarrassing.
I told you to come here. Look, lady, I'm a detective. Now come on out of there, both of you.
Detective?
Are you coming out, or do I have to come in there and get you?
Listen, we ain't done nothing wrong, and we ain't coming out of here. We came down here to see the ballet. Now, if you want to start something, come on in.
All right, lady. That's how it's got to be. Come on, Harry, let's get him.
Hey, will you tell those two women out there that I've called this number 6 times tonight and nobody answers? There's nothing more I can do.
Oh, morning, Kingfish.
Oh, good morning, Brother Andy.
Say, how did Sapphire and her mama like the ballet last night?
Well, Andy, to tell you the truth, I don't know. There's something peculiar. It was very late when they got in last night, and I was asleep and didn't hear them. Then they must have got away early this morning before I woke up. Because they wasn't there then neither.
Yeah, that is peculiar, all right.
And I had to get my own breakfast this morning. And this is the first time since me and Sapphire have been married that she ain't sat across the table from me.
It is, huh?
And Andy, I made a discovery. It ain't them stale rolls that's killing my appetite every morning.
The reason I asked you about the ballet last night is because I've been reading the article here in the paper, and it seems like they had an awful lot of excitement at the place last night.
What does it say in the paper, Andy?
Well, there it is right in the headline. Near riot at ballet. Pickpocket suspects jailed after terrific battle.
Well, I hope Sapphire and her mama was where they could see everything. You know, they like excitement.
Yeah. They say here the battle done commenced when they tried to remove the culprits from their seats in row 22.
Oh, well, Sapphire and her mama was sitting where they could see everything. That's the row they was in. I bet you them two men put up a terrific fight.
No, it say in the paper here that they was women. It seemed they didn't have too much trouble with the younger one. They had the cuffs on her after a 4-minute battle. But the old one knocked over 2 cops, running down the aisle, and held out in the orchestra pit for 35 minutes. They called for police reinforcements and finally pinned her down behind a bass drum. They say medical treatment was required for several of the officers.
You know, Andy, previous to this, I would say there wasn't but one woman in the world that could put up a fight like that. And that would be my wife. My wife. Andy, what did you say that row was again?
Oh, here it is. Row 22, and the seat numbers was 6 and 8.
Andy, if Sapphire and her mama wasn't sitting in 2 other women's laps, this is the worst mess I done ever been in.
Oh, wait a minute, I was just noticing here. Oh, yeah, it's them all right. Here's their names down at the bottom of the article. Sapphire Stevens and Ramona Smith is being held on $1,000 bail for stealing a wallet containing $245. The wallet was found on one of the suspects, but the money, however, was gone.
Holy mackerel, Sapphire and her mama in jail. Now, Andy, I see what happened. The crook took the money out of the wallet and threw it away, and then I come along and pick up the wallet with the tickets in there.
Yeah, but what you gonna do now, Kingfish?
Andy, I got to go down there and see him, see what I can do about getting them out.
Yeah, but what you think they're gonna do when they see you?
But, Andy, I got a rough idea. Do you remember that jungle picture where that herd of crazed elephants charged into them explorers and started to trample them to pieces?
Yeah, I see that.
Well, compared to what's going to happen to me, them elephants were just tiptoeing through the tulips.
You sure you'd rather talk to them in there?
Yes, sir. I'm sure I'd rather talk to them in there.
Okay.
Well, Andy, I guess we're pretty safe in here, I think.
Yeah, the officer said he'd be right in.
How was the ballet? Don't go, Andy.
Look, George, I decided to be very calm about this. After all, there ain't no point in me getting all upset just because you're responsible for me and Mama being thrown into jail like a couple of criminals. But when I get out of here, I'm going to fix you so you'll never forget it.
But, honey, I told you the whole thing wasn't my fault. I found a wallet in the street with the tickets in it. I didn't know who they belonged to. There wasn't no name or nothing. Now, honey, that's the truth.
George, I don't know what the truth is. All I know is you better get us out of here.
Sapphire, you know I can't get the $1,000 bail. All I can do is go and see this man, Mr. Thorndyke, what lost a wallet, and tell him what happened. Then maybe he'll drop the charges.
Just get us out of here. I don't care how you do it.
All right, honey. I'll do all I can. Now, don't worry about a thing. And goodbye, Mama dear. I'm glad to see you taking this as nice as you is. Come on, Andy.
Let me out of here, Mama. Let me out of here. Mama, come away.
Get out of here, boy. It's too late. But look, if I done raised the $245 and give it to you, would you drop the charges against my wife?
Well, I guess so. I tell you what. You have the money up here this afternoon, and I'll drop the complaint against your wife and her mother.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Thorndyke. Thank you. I'll have the money here the first thing this afternoon. That was $245, huh?
Yes, I remember perfectly. As soon as the bank opened yesterday morning, I withdrew $250. Then I went right next door to Mason's department store and bought a shirt for $5.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll raise the money for you right away, Mr. Thorndyke, somehow. I hope.
Hello. Get me Atwater 9, 3537.
Hello?
Hello, Tom. Thorndyke. Well, the man that found the wallet is going to raise $245, so I'll drop the charges.
Good. Good.
You know, Tom, this is the best gag we've had yet. We can work this in every town in the country. Just so long as we run up against suckers like this guy Stevens.
$245. That's a lot of money to give Mr. Thorndyke, but I guess you ain't got no alternative.
That's how much you want, sir.
Oh, yeah, and he had proof for it, too. He said on Tuesday morning, soon as the bank opened, he went to the bank and they drawed out $250. Then he went next door to Mason's department store and bought himself a shirt for $5. Come on, Andy, we better be getting on up there. You know, Amos, the only good that can come out of this mess is my mother-in-law will never speak to me again.
Well, good luck, Kingfish.
Hi, Amos.
Oh, hello there, Joe. How things going?
Fine, Amos. Still on the old job down at Mason's department store.
Oh, yeah? What'd they do? Let you off this morning or something?
Oh, no, Amos. The store's been closed every morning this week. They've been taking inventory.
Oh, I see. Well, that makes it nice, all right.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, just a minute. Was Mason's department store closed yesterday morning, too?
Yeah, sure.
That's funny. This guy Thorndyke said he bought a shirt in there yesterday morning. Uh-huh. There's something fishy here.
What are you talking about?
I'll see you later, Joe. I'm gonna beat over to the police station.
230, 240, I ain't got nothing but $10 bills here. You got a 5 change?
I think so. Yes, here you are.
Thank you.
And here's a letter to the police department saying that you paid me the amount I lost in the wallet and that I'm withdrawing the charges.
Thank you. Life sure is a funny thing. Here I give you $245, and I getting back my wife and my mother-in-law.
Yeah, you sure get nothing for your money these days.
Well, boys, I got rush to make a train right now. I'm all packed, but I got to get going. Now, good luck to you both.
And we got to get going, too.
Hello? Who? Stevens? Oh, yes, hold it. Just a minute. Stevens, it's for you.
For me?
Excuse me, I'll get my bag.
Hello?
Hey, look, Stevens, don't let Thorndyke know who you're talking to. This is the police. Yeah.
Well, we just checked, and we found out that this Thorndyke is a crook. Now, I want you to stall around and keep him there. I've got a man on the way up there now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And be careful how you stall him. From the record, this Thorndyke is a pretty tough customer. Now, don't let him get away.
Yes, sir.
What happened?
He had one of these old attacks.
Well, that's too bad, but we'll have to get him away from the door.
Oh, no, sir. Mister, I can't have him moved. Don't dare move him. I can't move him. This boy got stationary fever.
Stationary fever?
Yeah, it can be fatal, too. This boy can't be jiggled.
What do you mean, can't? I've got to make a train.
He had an attack like this on Fifth Avenue once, just before the American Legion Parade. Couldn't move him then neither. Finally, they built a ramp over him. Oh, he in bad shape, all right.
Well, couldn't we move him just a little so I can get the door open?
Oh, no, mister. The last time we moved him, his fever done jumped up to 108. And the only way we could get it down was to have two nurses play a hold on him all night. He in great pain.
Well, I think I left some aspirin in the room. I'll get it for you. But after that, that's all I can do. I gotta get out of here.
Yes, sir.
What are we going to do now, Kingfish?
I don't know, Andy, but we got to think of something awful fast, or else he's going to get out of here with my $245. Andy, I got it. Put that cigar away and lay down again.
Here's some aspirin.
Oh, this is awful. This is terrible.
What happened?
Oh, my dear sweet Andy, the sweetest and best friend that ever I had, who now lays there on the floor in front of the door as cold as a backup.
You mean?
Yes, it happened like that. Just the second you stepped out the door, he cackled a few times, rolled his eyes, and coughed out.
No idea he was that sick. I'm sorry. I tell you what,
Something moved. Oh, yeah, I seen it too. But don't pay no attention to that. That boy was known for having a powerful liver. But even though he's stiff as a poker, his liver must still be twitching. Yeah, it's liable to go on till sundown.
Well, I was about to say, I'll get on out of here, and I'll tell them all about it down at the desk.
Just a moment, Mr. Thorndyke. In the light of this great tragedy, I think we ought to observe a brief eulogy. That's the least we can do.
Well, now, I don't think that...
Yeah, guess who has assembled here to commemorate the conking out of my dear friend Andy, who lies there so stiff, who is now departed. Just look. Holy mackerel! What a fever that boy must have had.
Give me room service. My pants is on fire. Hello. Give me room service. My pants is on fire.
He's got away. What? Never mind the pants. Give me the police.
You don't have to call, boys. We got him as he was coming down the hall.
Mr. Thorndyke, could I trouble you for one of them aspirins?
Yeah, give me one, too.
I'll got the money I borrowed from you fellas. The police got back the $245 from the guy, but it's got to go through certain channels, and I ain't going to get it till tomorrow morning.
No, that's all right, Kingfish.
Oh, forget it, Kingfish.
Yeah, I did have $5 change that I got back from Mr. Thorndyke. I could have let you have that, Amos, but give it to Sapphire and Mama to go to the ballet with. They're down at the theater now.
Well, I know they're glad to see it, all right.
Hello? Oh, hello, Sapphire. What are you doing? Calling during the intermission? What? What? All right. Okay.
What's the matter, Kingfish?
Can't tell you now, boys. I'll see you later. Listen, honey. How did I know that $5 bill was counterfeit?